Hi, my name is Anne or Anna Ramadhani.
I'm Chaya.
Hello, I'm Galandas Samudra.
Hi everyone, my name is Christabel and I'm from Group 3. I'm going to be talking about our final reflection on our portfolio titled The Color of Injustice, How Discrimination Disintegrates Humanity. So the main theme of our portfolio is about discrimination, racism, and how the individuals around the world reacts to this mistreatment. A lot of representations that experience discrimination try to speak up about how they were mistreated by their surroundings and environment. It's a really great that nowadays people are trying to make a change about this. Although in certain places, old discrimination still happens frequently. And about our personal works written by each of the members that highlight different aspects of discrimination, like the course of Hitler of Equality written by Anna, explores the emotional burden of discrimination, and it represents how victims are stripped of their names, dignity, and identity through the cruel societal norms. And the odd one out written by myself conveys the feeling of isolation experienced by someone who is considered different in a conformist society. And I stood about 15 meters from the rail, written by Galan, examines discrimination from the perspective of a bystander. It questions society's passivity and moral responsibility in the face of injustice. And lastly, Confusion and Told My Mirror by Chahaya addresses how body shaming and bullying through the perspective of a child mobbed with names like pig and rat. The narrator's plea is to mirror the reveal on identity crisis born from external cruelty. So personally, I think that our group has been through a lot since the first time we arranged our portfolio, and from the first time that we chose the media to make this portfolio to our last part of this portfolio, that is this reflection. All members of this group have been really active and initiative on forming ideas, finding inspirations, and writing all the essays. Our group has been hand in hand helping each other out when we were frustrated, so I really thank a lot to Galan, Chahaya, and Anne. Thank you!
And this is my final reflection of the project. So, discrimination is something we've all heard and talk about, right? But we often let it just slip away. And going through this project really opened my eyes to just feel how deep it runs. We looked into different kinds of discrimination, for example, racism, classism, and sexism. And honestly, the more we searched and shared about this issue, the more real it started to feel. It wasn't just something that is happening out there, but we realized that it is in our everyday life. What made it powerful was working with people, obviously, my group members, and having the chance to delve deeper into the topic. And it helped me see things that I probably hadn't considered before. For example, in the interview session, the interviewees speak honestly about their personal views and experiences about discrimination. They talk about when they are being judged based on their appearances and how it affected their confidence and their mental health. We weren't just completing assignments, we were learning how to be more aware, more sensitive, and more honest about the world we live in. For me, it made the whole topic feel more personal, and it made me want to do something about it, not in a huge way, but just speaking about it and not being quiet when I feel that something is wrong. And this project really made me care more, and that's something I'll take from me. Thank you.
Talk about our final reflection on AI's commentary on one of the poems that we have reviewed, that is a litany for survival by our dear Lord. So for this one poem, we received help from Perplexity AI for making the essay, the commentary. So the AI showed us that this one is a powerful meditation on fear, resilience, and the struggle for existence faced by the marginalized individuals. So this poem reflects how cruel society is to the marginalized individuals, and it relates a lot to our topic about discrimination. So basically, discrimination is about social injustice. It is a form of social injustice in which some people got cornered because they are considered as different. So from this poem also we know that we should fight this social injustice because it can lead people to be less aware of our diverse society.
And I'm going to talk about our final reflection on some of the literature works that we have read on discrimination. Having read several literature works on discrimination has made us realize that discrimination could take on many forms. For example, in the Scholarship Jacket by Martha Salinas, the discrimination is based on economic and racial background. And in Dignity by Smita Bhattacharya, the discrimination is based on gender and caste. Another interesting thing about those literature works is that it allowed us to observe discrimination from different point of view. For example, in The Girl by Jamaica Kincaid, it's more like a set of instruction women should follow rather than traditional stories, and we think it allowed us to see how much expectation the society has put on women. Another interesting thing about those literature works is that one of the works that we have read, The One Who Walk Away from Memelas by Ursula Guin, it talk about how society has normalized discrimination by believing that it is inevitable and it is just a fact of life that discrimination happens. Having read some of the literature works, have made us realize that we need to keep looking around us and find discrimination that still exists and find the solution